Greetings and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Imperium Galactica.
Star map.
Where did we leave off? Alright, we're in the middle of doing something. Alright, so I've had a little bit of time to think about my next move. Aside from growing our colonies. Which we definitely need to do. In fact, let's attend to that right away before I forget again. Now, I want these colonies to grow kinda quickly. So I'm just gonna lower taxes to increase the growth rate. Once they hit about 5,000 people or something, I'll put the taxes back to normal. For now, it's more important that they grow.
Colony.
And have power. Alright, that's almost done.
Star map.
Alright, so which other planet was still growing?
Information.
That's fine. You can grow on your own. Out of 15, I'll put you to low. Let's see. You need a hospital.
Colony.
Are you building one? Yes, you are.
Colony information. Star map.
Anyway, I was thinking about actually conquering Center 12. Because the Morgraf don't belong here. Now that would put me perilously close to the Wycombs. But that's kind of fine if I want to attack that. Anyway, let's get the game going again. The other thing I want to do is really actually start exploring, which I haven't been doing up until this moment, really for the main reason that I'm a little bit terrified of moving my fleet anywhere near where the enemy is, because that's kind of dangerous. However, I will need to consolidate my fleets at the moment, because my main fleet is just simply not powerful enough with just the one battleship. Ooh, I can produce more stuff. I really should produce more fighters though.
Star map.
Alright. So let's pause while we do this.
Equipment.
Now I want to
join
the fleet, so move 2 of my flagships over. And all of the fighters that they can spare. And all of my destroyer tools. Yeah. Alright, that leaves me with Fleet 1, which is now seriously underpowered, but that's fine.
Production. Bridge. Star map.
Alright, so now my main fleet is actually capable of defending the home systems, whilst my Fleet 1 will be my scouting fleet once I've brought it up to speed. Alright, but in the meantime, let's take some preparations for the next attack. Ugh, my voice is still raw from recording Neverwinter Nights.
Buildings.
Alright, let's put on a fire brigade here in St. Sterling, since they want to keep hitting me over here. Now I want to put it someplace that I won't care too much. This'll do. Alright.
Colony information.
And did I build another power plant? Don't think I did. So where can I fit a power plant? On these rocky ice planets, there's never any space to build anything anymore. Ah, found a space. Yeah, Sand Sterling will
Colony
not be
information.
becoming much bigger than this, I hope. Your food is almost out.
Colony.
So let's build a food factory.
Colony information.
And let's go for production. I'll need a few of these. Can I build more of these? I can build one.
Equipment.
Alright, equipment-wise, let's go back to my main fleet and make sure that all my ships are up to the next level of weapons with the pulse lasers. Because if I'm gonna have to defend, I want to be at full strength and full missile complement. Let's see. I also need a couple of field arrays. Can't afford them. Right.
Items produced. Production.
Right, and then we sell all the pulse lasers. And we order a few more medium lasers.
Equipment.
New Caroline demands a fire brigade. They will start asking for it for general purposes, but just in case you're getting attacked, you will want a fire brigade.
Items produced.
Alright, New
Colony.
Caroline, you want a
Building.
fire brigade,
Colony.
then you can have one. Let's see, how's your food
Colony
situation?
information.
You need more living
Colony.
space. Alright, arcology.
Colony information.
Colony in personal is not dying out, it's just nobody lives there.
Colony.
They have everything they need, don't they? Yeah, they have a rec center, they should have, don't they have a church?
Buildings.
No, they don't have a
Colony.
church, alright. I now pronounce you colony with a church. Start making
Starmap.
babies. Yeah.
Colony.
You also don't have the right... I've not upgraded New Caroline quite as much as I need to. Yeah, how's the food situation
Colony
here?
information.
It's good.
Colony.
So I probably did build a food factory somewhere. Yeah. That means I don't need you anymore.
Colony information.
I
Colony.
don't think that updated quite correctly.
Colony information. Inventions. Research.
I'm not currently researching anything. That's not good. Bombs is nice, not necessary. Let's see. Fighters. I really need to step up my game here a bit. Advanced spy sets. Yeah, sure.
Research started.
Space base. How far am I from this? Oh, I can't do this. I need to replace one Civ center with a mill. Can I still do the satellite then? Yes, I can. So that's the next step. Let's find
Bridge.
the
Information.
colony with a Civ center.
Buildings.
You have a mech.
Colony information.
Let's see. Achilles, you have a comp.
Colony information.
Naxos, you
Buildings.
have a comp.
Colony information.
No, that's Achilles again. Sand Sterling, you have a mill.
Colony
Yeah.
information.
Centronome, you have
Buildings.
a mill.
Colony information.
Zeuson, you have a
Colony
AI.
information.
Edgepolis
Buildings.
has a mill.
Colony information.
Come on, can't be that difficult to find.
Buildings.
Civil Engineering Center.
Colony.
Let's see.
Colony information.
Alright, so let's go over to Achilles.
Colony.
Get some more living space going.
Colony
And
information. Colony.
let's shift over to the food factory. And update all these.
Colony information. Production.
In the meantime, though, I need more UV lasers.
Bridge. Star map.
And go.
Items produced.
Yeah, I really should attack there. Let's go to the main fleet. Let's see what he has. I don't have any spy satellites left. No, I do have spy satellites in orbit. There's not really anything there. You stay. Now I have no idea what the defenses are on that planet. Well, apparently not much. The Wycombs just wiped them out. Alright, Garthorpe.
Buildings.
Now, there is a slight problem with building fire stations everywhere, since they don't get translated into alien versions.
Information.
So that's a problem.
Star map. Equipment.
Alright, research. I could speed it up, but I don't feel like it. Let's see, I need hyperdrive 4 phased array. What do I need for the phased array? That's under equipment. Radars, phased array. I just need another comp. Oh, a mech. But the space station goes first. How about for the tank? Possibly once I finish the mill, I can build the heavy tanks.
Bridge. Star map.
Again, high priority.
Equipment.
And
Production.
while I'm at it, spaceships. Give me a colonization ship,
map.
please.
Equipment.
And
Production.
what do I want? Field array. Yeah, let's build a couple of those.
Bridge. Star map.
Alright, down into ground combat immediately. That's really not a lot of defenses. Alright, we have one heavy tank over there, and it's probably a radar car still. It's a bit tricky to see, but I only see the heavy tank. Oh, well, let's engage. Let's make my will be done. Shoot, you doofuses. Alright. And now we have a planet of aliens that hate me. Let's tax them.
Star map.
That's mean, of course, but that's valid strategy as far as I can tell.
Produced.
Let's move the main fleet over to Centronome.
Planet revolt in progress.
Yeah, that's kind of expecting. That should reduce the amount of aliens there. And then once my colony ship finishes, I'll plant some humans on there that will really make the planet much nicer. Once all the filthy aliens are gone. Let's see. There were a couple of planets that had problems. Next, so there's a power
Colony.
problem. Let's build another fusion plant.
Colony information.
Let's see.
Colony.
Oops.
Colony information.
Zuzon is still... you're almost out of colony
Colony.
space. So another arcology for you.
Colony information.
Let's see. You don't like me? Why?
Colony. Buildings.
Here, go complain in the church.
Colony.
That's what it's for. To listen to your complaints.
Colony information.
And you also don't like me. You
Colony.
also need a hospital.
Buildings. Colony.
Let's get rid of this prefab housing because it's ugly.
Buildings. Colony. Colony information. Inventions. Production.
Alright. Weapons wise, I still want more UV laser.
Equipment. Items produced.
Alright. You're still not near a
Star
planet.
map.
Alright, the colonization is
Items
almost finished.
produced.
So,
Equipment.
let's
New
create
fleet created.
a new fleet with colonization ship
New
added.
ship
Go.
added. Star map.
Alright,
Equipment.
main fleet. You were going to get some new lasers.
Production.
And let's sell all the substandard stuff.
Planet revolt in progress. Bridge. Star map.
And it's empty! Yay! And it's now mine.
Items produced. Research completed. Colony. Colony information.
That's some nice
Star map.
aggressive colonization. Alright, center 12.
Information.
Let's put the taxes
Star
to
map.
very low.
Fleets.
Oops.
Equipment.
Actually I want to start the
Research.
next bit of research, which was the space station.
Research started.
And I want full money on that.
Equipment.
Alright, let's make sure that this is all fitted out with the hyperdrive 3s. Right.
Star map.
The main fleet is now at speed 32. Ooh. No, that's still the same old message. More graph. What are you doing? That planet is no longer yours. Anyway, that's it for this episode. Thank you all for watching. See you all next time.